Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a budget update and we're going to share with you how we have allocated funds for kids deposits. So if you're new around here, hey y'all, how y'all doing? My name's Shakema. I'm a single mom. I have 4 children, 2 girls, 2 boys, 1 fur dog named Gracie. We have a fur grand dog. His name is Acro. Now, my oldest 2 children do not live at home anymore. Shamika is 30 and Trandon is 24. They have moved out of the house. It's just me and the little kids. We're living our best Dave Ramsey life. So we've been doing Dave Ramsey about 10 years. It's worked out great for our family. It's just been in the last 18 to 24 months that I came into a full understanding of gazelle intensity, which means really getting after those debts and paying off those debts so that we can move along in the process. We are 1 year post payoff, so we are 100% debt free with the exception of our home. So consumer debt free. I have no credit cards. I don't owe anybody. With the exception of my home, I have my regular monthly expenses that go with the home, lights, water, those types of things. And Dad does pay child support, which is very good for us. He didn't always, but probably over the last 4 years, he's been very consistent with the child support, and we're very thankful. So I want to share with you how we allocated the funds that came in today. Alrighty, you guys. So this morning we had a deposit of $296.64. Again, those numbers don't look familiar to us because we never see that number. But I am going to share with you how I'm planning to allocate. So $296.64. All right, we're going to take away our tithe on that money, which is $30. And that's going to leave us $266.64. The kids have to get their deposit into their account, so I'm going to subtract 50. That's going to give us $216.64. I'm trying to decide if there's anything that they need. So Jackson said his boots are too small, so he needs boots. And then Sister was eyeballing a couple t-shirts in Walmart the other day when we were over there. So I think I'm going to allow her to get a few outfits just because she was asking for a few things. So with that being said, and I need to pick up some paint from Walmart for a cabinet that I have. So I want to do a little project in that cabinet. So I think I'm going to allocate, let me see. I want to put some money into my baby step 1. So I'm going to take 120 for baby step 1. And that's going to give me, this is going to be for savings. This is going to be for baby step 1. That'll leave me with $96.64. $96.64. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that the kids or I need, which I don't believe that there is. And I don't believe that I need to spend terribly a lot at Walmart. So I'm going to take 70. I'm going to do 70 for kids shopping because they asked for some things. And that's going to leave $26.64. And so what I'm going to do with that $26.64 is I'm also going to put that into baby step 1. So that's going to make, that's going to take us down to 0. And that's going to be everything allocated. So I am going to do the $70. I'm going to take that out in cash. I've got to run by the bank later on today anyway. And then everything else is going into either savings of some kind because we don't have any outstanding bills or anything that we need to have right now. So the plan is very simple. We don't have anything else that I need to pay. All the bills are paid. So what's coming in now is either something that the kids need, and it is getting into the summer months. I have not thrifted. I have not thrifted since December of 2019. So it's been 6 months. I haven't been in Goodwill, and mostly I get all of our clothes from Goodwill. Not because we're cheap and don't want to go anywhere else. I've always been able to find very good quality of things at my individual Goodwills that I go to. But I haven't been in the thrift stores, and I'm not trying to go in there. I've got to go to Walmart where I do my grocery shopping, so I may as well just pick up what the kids need when I'm in there. So that's how I've done that. And, oh, actually, Jackson has some skin issues because he's got some dermatitis on his hands. And the doctor wants him to go to just using Dove skin soap. So I've got to pick that up for him as well. I'm going to get a little tiny jar of a tiny can of paint to paint the inside of the cabinet that I got from the Road Find. I'm kind of going with a Pioneer Woman motif, if that makes any sense. I'm not painting the cabinet. I'm leaving it the color it is. I love the color. But I am going to paint the inside. There's 2 shelves in there that I need to paint. And then I also, let me think about this, need to get a piece of plyboard for the back. There is no back to it. And so I did want to get a piece of board just so none of my things fall out. Not real sure yet if I'm going to use it to display my crystal or if I'm going to put my coffee station there. But I am going to have Jackson measure out so that I can get the right piece of board to go behind it. And we're just going to tack it in with a couple of tack nails. And it's going to work out just fine. Great DIY project for us because it's just simple painting and a simple tack on. And then we're ready to style it. We're going to wipe it down real good and all the things. So I'm doing that for the kids this week. Just making sure that I can get them some of the things that they asked for. Alana is not going to get her hair done this month. She thinks that the summer months, which it really is too hot. And once they go back to Taekwondo, she sweats her hair out. So it's no need. We're just going to put it in some braids. And she did ask if she could get something from Amazon. She wants a couple books. So she's going to use her hair money for that. Other than that, everything else is squared away. We don't have any outstanding anything. And can I just say to you, for those of you who are on the journey, you're like, Shakema, this is so hard. It was hard for a long time for me. And even there are weeks when I feel like I need something and I don't have the money. Yes, I have money in my accounts, but I don't just go randomly spending. We had a unfortunate thing happened in our family yesterday with my nephew. Very unfortunate. He's fine. Everything is good. But my sister ended up having to fly out to be with him. And that emotion, that raw emotion of everything that we had been going through in that short amount of time, the first thought I had was, you need to go to the store. And I'm like, well, why do I need to go to the store? It's like, because you need to buy something. See, I'm an emotional spender. If I get upset, I want to buy something. If I'm happy, let's go buy something. It's kind of like that food relationship. If I'm happy, let's eat. If I'm sad, let's eat. So for me, it's spending. Something tragic happens and just this morning, I got a text from my aunt. My uncle passed away last night. And so it's like, man, we just getting hit left and right with different things. But you know what? God's still on the throne, and I don't have to be a slave to my spending habits. I have self-control. That is a fruit of the Spirit. It is somebody or who I am on the inside. I don't have to spend. Game changers for me. Stop using my debit card, because when I use my debit card, I'm buying something, period, because I don't have to worry about that immediate. My cash is gone. I'm just going to buy something, and I'm not doing that. So again, you've got to figure out what type of spender you are, when you spend, why you spend, but it will get easier. I promise you, as you commit to your goals and set your goals and keep doing all the things you need to do, you're going to see some movement. You're going to feel some relief. There won't always be this tension. And here's the reality. If I need to go buy something, and I'm at a point now where if I want to go buy something, I can. I just don't have any needs for anything. The Lord said, and I will supply all of your needs according to my riches and glory. All the needs are provided. Even so much so that someone very graciously and very Holy Spirit led is we're going to be changing out Jackson's bed. The concern was the jumping off the loft. Now, he loves that. That is something. He's just all boy. He wants me to build a rock wall in his room. Not doing that, but he wants one. And so we're going to switch out his bed to keep it a little bit more safe. And I'm going to get him a new bed. And somebody blessed him. They said, listen, I want to bless this endeavor in your life. And so let me do this for you. I don't even have to come out of my expenses to do that. And it's happening. I know somebody said when the kids got the new mattresses that my new man bought the mattresses. Well, he didn't because I don't have a new man, but Shamika bought them. She had come into some money and she said, Mom, she called me. I didn't call her, didn't ask her, didn't say, hey, listen, this is where we are. She called me. She said, Mom, I'm ordering, because she lived in Greensboro at the time. She said, I'm ordering the beds for the mattresses for the kids. Go pick them up. I didn't even know she was doing it. It was just out of the kindness of her heart. So God supplies all that we need. And then some of the things that we want, we just have to be faithful in the process. So I'm asking us all, myself included, to be faithful in the process. I told my sister when we found out about my nephew yesterday, I said I was ready at a moment's. Then my sister is fine financially. My sister is okay. But the only thing that I could do for her was say, listen, I have this money in my account. If you need it, I'm going to the bank right now and take it all out so that you can get to your son. Again, my sister's fine. She didn't need anything. But I would not have been in that position a year ago, 2 years ago, to tell her all that I have is yours if you need to get to your child. But yesterday, when I was dropping her off at the airport, I said to her, girl, I was on my way to the bank. Whatever you needed, I was going to get that for you. And it's still that. I messaged her this morning. All was well. She was feeling good. He's okay. I said, whatever you need, you tell me, and I'm going. I can't do nothing for you there, but what can I do here? So again, as we work the process and we get free from poor spending habits, poor decisions. And y'all, I know it's a challenge to not buy those things. We want immediate feedback. We want that immediate satisfaction or gratification of buying. But once you have those debt collectors off your back, all your money is your money. Not just your money, but you're not paying that interest and all those things that come along with having debt. If you have debt, listen, there ain't no condemnation about that. We all have been in a place. But when we get to the point where our mind is clear and we can focus on the things that are important for our family moving forward, doesn't matter what you did yesterday. It matters what's happening right now. So listen to me. Right now, what are you doing? That is all that is important. So I wanted to share that with you guys. The kids and I are doing amazing. I could not have dreamed this. The Bible tells us in Ephesians 3:20 and 24, now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you could ask or think. I tell you, 6 years ago, when I was just looking at some Facebook memories, 5 years ago today, we had just moved into our 3-bedroom apartment. We were living the dream. We had lived in that 2-bedroom apartment for so long. We had been there for something. It was 6 years ago. We moved into that 2-bedroom apartment. And it was a blessing to us at the time. It was close to the church. It was more updated. There were things that I could have never dreamed that I would be living Ephesians 3:20 and 21. And I've quoted it for years. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we could ask, think, dream, hope for. I could have never hoped for what I'm living in right now. But God knew. The Bible tells me that before I was formed in my mother's womb, he knew me. He knows the plans he has for me. I didn't know all the plans, but I had to come into agreement and alignment with the plans, and all has been fulfilled. I'm very thankful. Not even all has been fulfilled. What has been fulfilled up until this part of the plan is a blessing to myself and my family. God is good. He is amazing. And I'm going to continue to serve him because serving him has done nothing but brought me good things in my life. And so for that, I am extremely thankful. So I did want to share that update with you guys. The kids and I are living the dream, not anybody else's dream. This is our dream. And what is that dream, Shakema? It was to not be under the bondage of the debt, not to always feel like we never had enough, not to feel like we couldn't contribute to somebody else's life because people were always contributing to us. Not to say that God still won't allow people to pour into us. That's always a blessing. But whatever comes in, we try to get something out. If something's coming in, we're getting something out. I need to have a testimony of giving. Maybe I'm not as big a giver as some people, but I'm living my life to be a giver. That's baby step number 7. I'm trying to put it in here in baby step number 3 and 4 and all the steps. I'm trying to be a giver ahead of time. So again, you know, I'm not there yet. We haven't made it yet. We still are a long ways off from baby step 3. We don't have that completed. And I do want to share this because I had several people say, well, Shakema, once you get past baby step number 2, you're supposed to combine baby step number 1 and 3. In my thinking, how I process information, baby step 1 is for emergencies. I don't want to have to commingle that, or I don't want to have to. When I'm building baby step number 3, I just like to see that number built. If I put a whole $1,000 in baby step number 3, that's going to take me to $5,500. But if I have $1,000, something that I need to take care of an emergency, that number is going to drop to $4,500. I'd just rather it not see that drastic drop in those numbers. So I'm leaving the emergency fund, that $1,000, just over to the side. If I need to take money from baby step number 3 to take care of something, it's no problem. But I'm just making a personal choice as preference and for bookkeeping to keep those funds separate. I'm okay with that. I'm going to live my best okay life to keep those funds separate, and everything will be well. So if you want to put them together, once you get past baby step 2, there is no problem with that. I'm just making a personal choice to keep them separate in case anything comes up that I need to do with that $1,000. I just don't want to see that drop in number. That would just crush my spirit to know that it was in my baby step number 3, you know, because I'm okay with spending it if it's for the emergencies. I just want to leave it where it is for right now. Still haven't. Oh, man, I didn't even make arrangements for my dishwasher. I should have put money for the dishwasher. That's okay. Next time, I'll put a little money aside for the dishwasher. And actually, if I keep building babies, you know, putting money in baby step number 1, I can just take the money out of there and buy the dishwasher. It's okay. We're still hand washing dishes because we haven't gotten the dishwasher yet. But I'm going to wait until probably all of June to keep saving for the dishwasher. And then around the 4th of July, maybe they'll have another sale, or maybe by the end of the summer season, they'll have another sale. And then, you know, it's not bad. Alana washes, I wash some. Jackson does all the putting away. We wash them, we sit them in the dishwasher to dry, and then Jackson does all the putting away. So she does some, I do some, and it's perfectly fine. We try not to have too many dishes, so it's not a lot of dishwashing. And we try to do them consistently throughout the day so that we are in a good place. But it works out perfectly fine. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video. I did want to thank you all so much for stopping by, for hanging out with us. Thank you for being along with us on the journey. If you know single moms, single dads that are trying to make it, please send them over to this channel. We have done our very best to say, hey, single people can do it too. I'm in a group. I'm rabbit trailing again. I'm in a group, and there is a lady in the group, and she said, they paid off between January and June $74,000+ on debt. And I'm thinking, I don't even make that much money in a year. How in the world are they doing this? But doesn't matter. That's her journey. That's their journey. My journey is a little different, but I'm still making less money than she paid off in 6 months. Still debt-free, consumer debt-free. It's the process. Was it long? Yes. Was it hard? At times. Can it be done? Absolutely. So anyway, if you know some single people, if you know married people that might enjoy the videos or take something from it, please send them over to our channel. We would love to have you as a part of our YouTube community. Like the videos, share them if at all possible, and we'll see you guys